Hello there everybody, this is the Cheeky Gamer bringing you some information on Assassin's Creed 3. This is going to be basically all about the trailer. You would have probably seen the trailer, if not I'll leave that in the description for you. But this is just picking up on all the little things really. There's about 15 things I'm going to talk about, and it's just picking up on the little details you might not have really thought about. So the first one is the fact you can hide among nature. So that's a big change in Assassin's Creed 3, because obviously all the free running was sort of blended in with buildings, whereas on this one obviously we're going to be blending into obviously the trees. And I think that's pretty awesome, because obviously you're going to be able to climb up trees, and obviously that's going to give you a good vantage point. You're going to be able to scout quite well through the trees, and you're going to be able to really sneak up on people. So I think that's a great little effect. Then the next one is free running through the trees. Now that is also pretty awesome, because obviously free running is a high part of Assassin's Creed, and all you've really ever been able to do is free run sort of over buildings and along little minor things around the edges of them. And so going through the trees, that's a big step up, because I can imagine there's going to be a lot of swinging and just total awesomeness for all these trees. That then also that keeps us in the trees in some sort with the play like a silent hunter. So that's pretty cool. That means like basically I'm just saying you get a bow and arrow. So that means if you're hiding in the trees, then you've got a pretty good distance away from someone, and you don't have to get right up behind them in the crowds to take them out. You can it's basically like the crossbow, but slightly different, because it's going to be really like you are being a hunter. So you've got the bow and arrow, nice classic there. The game, you probably wouldn't have noticed, because everyone seems to think that the whole game's set in New York, but it's partly set in Boston. As you can see from this picture here, it's the harbour you can really tell about, and you can also see that there's the British flag, which means that it is under sort of British influence at the minute, which means that it just sticks with the real history, and the British were in control of that area at that time, just before the big battles started. And as you can see here, if you don't notice, there's a crowd just there, and they're all identical, which really makes me think that they're bringing back crowd blending. I don't know if they had it in the second one, but the first one was the one where you used it the most. They obviously had the preachers walking around, and you'd literally get in the middle of them, and you just walk around within them, and it would basically keep you incognito, and no one would see you at all. So that looks pretty awesome that we're having that back. Obviously, you can see here it puts you at the heart of real historic battles. So if you do know your history, you'll know pretty much all these battles. I can't remember exactly what this one was called. Some famous fight on a hill, that's all I remember. But obviously that's pretty awesome, because that means that we're going to be put smack bang in the middle of all these battles, and basically I'm not sure if we're going to be fighting for one of the teams, or if we're just going to be sort of, I don't know, getting through it. And you can see here it's got a huge increase on the amount of enemies on screen at once. Because I think really the most you'd ever get on any others was maybe up to 15 maximum, because you could like rack them up, keep running around and draw them all in, and you'd only ever be able to get about 15 before they start dropping off and you just lose them. But that was purely down to the sort of the engine it ran on, that they couldn't keep up with it all. Again here with the free running, they've worked on free running a hell of a lot for this game, because you can see here there's little extra things. Well, obviously the sliding. I'm not sure that you've ever been able to slide on an Assassin's Creed game before, so I think that's pretty awesome, and I'm glad to see that. I'm really happy that they've like done all this for the free running, because the free running is such a fun thing to do, and it looks pretty awesome. So they're hanging enemies from a tree. Now you'd have seen this in the trailer, but I think this looks pretty awesome. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I'm guessing if anyone here has played Batman Arkham City, or I'm not sure if it was in the first one, but all it was really, if you were above an enemy on a good strong point, you just literally press a button and it would just drop down and hook them up and hang them there. So I'm not sure if it's going to be like that, or if there's going to be more tactic to it and you have to like do a set of things to get it to hang them. So on here you've got the tracking and the killing targets. I think it's pretty awesome, because you can see there's snow on the floor, so it's going to be, I think a lot of it's going to be based on following footprints. Like you'll be hunting down someone, and so you will be tracking them via their footprints and everything, and you'll be following them that way. And obviously that's going to probably come into the Eagle Vision as well. I bet that will sense in, and it will have like the feet, like when you're in that, will probably be red on the floor. It's hard to see in this picture, but there is a bear behind him, and that's just saying the wildlife, it's going to be a pain in your ass when you're out there. It's going to be pretty cool that they've got it, but at the same time it is going to be a big pain, because I reckon you'll be like just about to go and kill someone, and a bear will just like pop up behind you and be about to ruin you, so you have to take care of that before you take care of your main enemies. Then we've got the historical figures. Now this is pretty pretty cool. Because I mean, obviously you're going to have all of like George Washington. I've heard is definitely in it. I can't remember who else is in it, but that's pretty cool. They're going to have it like that, and that's going to be a big risk to them, because if they do anything wrong with that, they're going to get their ass kicked. Because if they like slag off or make any of them look like fools, then yeah, they're going to get so many complaints. So good luck to them on that. Freeform combat. This comes slightly into the free running, and just it looks a bit more awesome. They've improved combat through the last. Actually, I think they've always improved combat in some way, but they've made it look so much more natural, and I think it's going to be a lot more buttons to press, put it that way. But yeah, it looks pretty awesome. You can see here he does use both his hands to do things, and he takes advantage of what he's got in front of him. Back to the free running again. Obviously, you can see you can see here that the window's open, and even in the trailer you saw him go through a window, and so that looks pretty cool. You can free run through the buildings. Also, if you look at the buildings here, they look flipping amazing. They look like they're going to be great for climbing up, definitely. They've all got perfect positions to get up, but the buildings look pretty impressive in graphics-wise too. And then the Tomahawk, that's going to be used for combat, but also it's going to be used as a form of a hunting tool as well. I suppose in combat you're going to be literally using it as your sword or whatever, but then I think you can throw it as well. So if you're hunting someone down, you're just going to lob it across the whole map, and hopefully dagger them in the head. But yeah, that looks pretty awesome. The weapon's definitely something to look forward to. So yeah, there you have it. That's the 15 things I wanted to tell you about it that you might have missed in the trailer. I hope you've enjoyed this, guys, and if you do want more, then be sure to like and favourite and leave comments on what you think. If you think I've missed anything that I should point out in the trailer, then let me know and I'll get back to you with that. So, I've been the Cheeky Gamer. Thanks for watching this, guys, and I'll see you next time.